morning, welcome to another video. It's another one of those days. You know that word? That murky word. Just heading out for a couple of hours this morning, Saturday morning. I've just seen, actually, I was looking at this on the internet the other day, and there's a place up here, Bassingthorpe Milk. I'm going to go there when time permits and when I've got a rucksack or whatever. Basically, you get some fresh milk, fresh pasteurised milk, and put it in either their milk bottles or your own milk bottles. That will be fabulous. Fresh, full pasteurised milk into a latte or into a flat white, preferably. Superb. And I'm going to take you along with me. Not much to see today, I don't think. As I say, bit of a miserable day. So here it is. So let's have a look at this milk machine then. We've got some cheese, some cream, butter, eggs, milk machine, milkshake mix, and a library. As I say, when I get a chance to come with a rucksack and my own container, I don't want to fancy carrying a glass bottle. I think I shall try some. It's a great idea though. So I'm out just past the fresh milk place, and I bumped into this lovely lady, Nahla.
That's it.
And she's on an Elliptigo. Check that out. Okay. And she was just telling me she's actually in the middle of attempting a world record, and she's from Dorset and she's here in Lincolnshire. So tell us some more.
So yeah, I'm traveling 5,000 miles in total. I've done 4,600 miles. I started on the 1st of August and basically zigzagged my way through every city in the UK, including Wales and Northern Ireland and Scotland. And then came back down, and I actually doing it for my social enterprise, which is all around promoting and encouraging more kindness. And so then I came down to Durham, and I basically wrote out the word kindness through my route.
Oh, right.
So there's a giant kindness if you look on any kind of aerial map of Strava or similar.
Yeah.
There are other map routing organisations, by the way.
Yeah.
Not promoting Strava.
Not really.
Then I'm not sponsored by them.
Yeah.
And now I just finished that yesterday on World Kindness Day.
Yeah.
And I'm now doing a giant heart just to finish off my 5,000 miles, and I can go home.
That's brilliant. Isn't that brilliant? And I've just randomly bumped into her. So the bike is absolutely mega.
Yes.
It's a little bit like my friend Mike's, but I don't think his is an Elliptigo. It might be, but the bike's brilliant.
So that's the movement that I'm doing.
Yeah.
All the time. It's people. I think because this is my gimbal in here that, but it's it's not electrical. It's not electric, but it's been ace.
Yeah.
It's very good because I'm stood up all the time, which is a natural position.
Yeah, yeah.
So I cycled across America for my same cause 2 years ago. I was in so much pain.
Yeah, that was on a regular bike.
On a regular bike.
Yeah.
And this, I haven't had the pain at all
No.
from it. So that's been an absolute blessing. But it's then down to mindset.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You can be as fit as you want, but if your mind doesn't stay in the right place.
No,
then...
it's quite hard to keep it up day after day after day. I don't know if you've heard of Chris Hall. He's an endurance cyclist.
Oh, no.
And I met up with him a couple of months ago, and he was doing 107 miles a day, every day, for the Tour de France.
Wow.
So, and he does a lot of rides with the significance of 107.
Yeah.
And he raises money for the Pace Centre. They deal with children with cerebral palsy, and we look after 107 children.
Wow.
So anything to do with 107, he's got a theme going. So,
oh,
yeah,
that's
but
really
but
good.
he was saying the mental capacity to
Yeah.
do that day after day after day, and he did it. It was really windy in Scotland. He had like a day riding to John O'Groats in a 40-mile-an-hour light block headwind, and then literally stopped, turned around, come back. Because he had his day to get to 107 miles. So,
yeah.
But no, that's brilliant.
Yes, this is my life.
Yeah.
In a few bags and some snack pots.
Yeah. Well, my eyes were drawn to the snack pots initially.
I know.
Yeah. So have you got a website or?
Yes, sunshinepeople.org.uk.
Yeah.
And you can see kindness on there, but if you go onto any of the social media, it's at sponsor kindness.
Yeah.
And if anyone wants to show their support, all they need to do is do an act of kindness for a stranger, and they share that on social media, and they can do that by hashtag sponsor kindness.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, if you were watching yesterday, you'll know that my own branded coffee arrived. So it's given me an idea. I shall go into town later and give a bag of coffee to somebody. How about that? Yeah, lovely to meet you.
Oh, lovely to meet you. Thanks for stopping.
Okay, no problem. Well, how fantastic. Just off camera, I had quite a long chat with her, and it's amazing what she's doing. But it is quite mentally, I think, doing something like that, it's really tough. You know, she's solo, and she was explaining about the social distancing thing, you know, and she's really conscious about, you know, not getting close to anybody, etc., and not breaking any rules. But yeah, so she's on her own, and she's been on her own like the whole journey. So yeah, absolutely amazing. But mentally, really tough. She's off today, heading to Spalding overnight, and she's drawing a heart on Strava. But yeah, amazing. Well, I'm getting wet. I'm gonna stop and put my rain jacket on, but I found somewhere suitable to stop. Look what I found. Didn't know this was here, it's new. We like them, don't we? So I might have a coffee, which was unplanned. Put my rain jacket on. So fortunately, I've just turned and I've now got a tailwind. I've had about 10-12 miles of 17-20-mile-an-hour headwind. Whoa, it's quite nice down now, have it. It's a little bit across, mainly behind me, so that's great. So just thinking about, you know, the mental strength that you need to do those kind of endurance feats like that lady's doing on the Elliptigo. It's a big thing to do it day after day after day, and it's the sort of thing that once you started, you kind of can't stop, can you? You've got to carry on doing it, especially if there's a cause involved, which obviously she has got. I'll drop a link to that below, and as she said, you know, every little will help. Anybody that wants to drop a few quid, because what she's doing is fantastic, really. And you know, she's on her own, and as I say, it's an amazing feat of endurance, and you've got to be mentally strong to do that day after day after day. And especially in that situation, you know, she's actually from Dorset, so it's not something you can suddenly sort of stop and say, oh, I'm going to nip home now. It's a long way from home. The practicality of getting back is quite big. So yeah, it's quite a big feat to do stuff like that. It's actually drying up a little bit now, which is good. Quite pleased about that. I didn't get properly wet, although I'd stopped to put a waterproof on by the time I'd had my coffee, stopped raining, I was a little bit brighter. I think from the looks of it, it might just hold off now. I've got about an hour to get home now, about 15 miles. I'll be glad to get in, have another coffee, a nice special coffee that's arrived this morning. So the wind's getting up again. Fortunately, it's straight behind me, which is good. So coming up just ahead, I've got a choice to make. I've got crossroads. Do I go left into the wind, it takes me a longer way back, or do I take a shortcut straight on with a section of about half a mile off road, which is a shorter, straighter route back and keeps the wind behind me, but knocks off maybe 4 miles. Decisions. I wonder. That coffee's calling me. I don't know. What shall I do? What shall I do? There, decision made. Got a few puddles down here, but it's not too muddy. So, almost back now. It cleared up, sun came out briefly. Well, wasn't exactly blue sky, but it got a bit brighter. Got nice and dry. Now it's just started raining again. But I'm almost back. Gonna end the ride on about 27.5 miles, I think. So I'll drop into the description the link to the Elliptigo fundraiser, and I'll see you again in a few days' time. Thanks for watching. See you again. Bye.